Hello everyone, my name is Katie, aka Miss Pink Melts Away, and for those of you who do not know, I went from 211 pounds to 123 pounds in 4.5 months. And this video is going to be on tough love for losing weight. A lot of people who follow my channel always, compliment me on being so sweet and sensitive and kind, and I really appreciate that, but also a lot of times, I get messaged constantly, it seems like lately, of people making excuses of why they can't lose weight. I mean, I have been messaged everything in the book, and I don't know how to respond to it, because one, I don't know what you want me to say other than you have to, really accept and own up to what you've done up to this point, to be how you want for how you look. And I am huge on size acceptance. No matter what size you are, I feel like you should be welcomed and accepted into society, and I don't think anyone should feel belittled or lower than any other person based off what they look like. But having said that, a lot of people in return, say that they're happy, they're fine with their body, they don't care. So what? I'm fat, I can eat whatever I want. If you have to really understand and look into yourself and go, okay, if you are really happy with how you feel, with what you look like, then I say good, go for it, eat whatever you want. But a lot of us, we aren't being honest with ourselves. We are lying to ourselves when we say that we are okay with what we look like. I did that for a long time. That's how I went from 150 to 160 to 170 to 180 to 190 to 200 to 211. It's the fact that I was lying to myself when I said, oh, I have curves, and this is one I get a lot, and gosh, I feel like some people are going to be mad that I say this, but I get a lot of, I'm this much weight, but I don't look like I'm this much weight. When we say that, most of us, not everyone, because everyone holds their weight differently, most of us are lying to ourselves. We look in the mirror and we have a different view of what we actually look like. I did that to myself. I was, I still look okay. I still have a waist. I just have a big butt, a big booty. I'm curvy. I'm sexy and beautiful and curvy. But I was lying to myself, because at the end of the day, I would say that, and then I would look at myself in the mirror and burst out into tears. And so I had to be willing to be honest with myself and be honest with what I've been putting into my body and why I couldn't lose weight. Because for the longest time, I thought, my whole family has been overweight. This is how I was raised. I'm big bone. That's why I can't lose the weight, is because I can't. My genetics has just forced me to be morbidly obese. But the fact is that's not the truth. And we need to stop making excuses for why we look the way we do, and we need to start doing something about it. But then I also I don't have money for healthy food. How can I lose weight when all my parents buy is fatty food? Well, I'm telling you, that's an excuse. We all have ways to get healthy food. I know for a fact that my parents have always had unhealthy food. I lived off of ramen and the square cheeses growing up. And then as I got older and was in my teens, I literally lived off chicken strips and ranch dressing. That was my usual lunch, chicken strips and ranch dressing. I didn't eat breakfast. And then from the time I got home from school, it was literally eating until I went to bed, because I was so hungry. And I was like, what am I doing? Okay, I have to starve myself to lose weight. That's what I have to do, because if I just eat normally, I'm going to gain weight. But that wasn't the fact. So I would starve myself, I would lose weight, and then I would eat anything and I'd gain it back. And I'd go, see, I knew it. If I just eat anything, I'm going to gain weight. I'm forced to be obese. No, it's not the fact. It's the fact I wasn't eating the right foods. I wasn't eating consistently throughout the day. Instead, I was not eating at all, and then I'd be so tired of feeling hungry that I would stuff myself. However, now I eat throughout the day. If I'm hungry, I'm going to eat something. If it's between breakfast and lunch or lunch and dinner, and I'm hungry, instead of me hungry, okay, dinner time, I'm going to gorge it in, I'm going to have something. But I really wanted to make this video because it's time I show you guys some tough love, and you guys need for those of you who make these excuses. I'm not saying this for everyone on my channel because some of you guys have had some amazing results and you just needed a push to, start your journey. And I'm so happy for you guys. But some of you guys need more of a push. Some of you guys need to remember that this journey is not easy for anyone. I get told I can't do 2 hours on the elliptical a day. My body can't do it. Well, one, you don't have to do 2 hours on the elliptical every single day to lose weight. I was doing 2 hours plus running plus walking because I wanted this weight off as fast as possible. We're all going to have our own journeys and have our own length of time, but that's what I did to lose weight fast. But those of you who say, after 2 minutes, I'm exhausted, your body's not exhausted, your mind is exhausted. And I told myself, throughout my journey, one of the things that kept me going on this journey is I told myself I was going to have my body give out before my mind did, because I constantly was giving up on myself before my body was. Okay, I have to start walking now. I started walking because I didn't feel like running anymore, because it doesn't feel comfortable at first. No one goes, okay, I'm going to do 2 hours on the elliptical. This is going to be great. No, it sucks, and I'm not going to act and pretend like it was fun being on the elliptical. You get used to it, though, and I knew it was working for me. And so you don't have to do 2 hours, but I do have to warn you guys. I learned this in my nutrition class. The first 10 minutes of exercise you are you were using muscle glycogen, okay? And then the next 10 minutes, you're using glucose. You're not even burning fat yet for the first 20 minutes of your workout. It's not until 20 minutes of already exercising that you are beginning to burn less glucose, which is just sugar stored in your body, to actual fat. So I recommend you guys at least, do 30 to 40 minutes, just because you're at least going to start burning some sort of fat. And then I get asked all the time, Katie, how many calories were you burning? I was burning 500 calories on whatever machine a day. Is that good enough? I have no idea how many calories I was burning, because one, I was exercising throughout the day. I just didn't have time to count calories and all of that stuff. I just knew that I was losing weight, so I was going with that. But not only do you burn calories while you're working out, but your metabolism skyrockets. I'm not lying about that. I had the metabolism of a 12-year-old by the end of the journey, even though I was on a huge calorie deficit. And that's because I was still eating throughout the day and I was exercising constantly. My metabolism was huge, and so I was burning fat even when I was off the elliptical, when I wasn't doing anything. And so that's why I think it's huge to not just starve yourself to lose weight, but you have to exercise. You have to do it if you want to have good results. Not only will it tone your body, it'll, be healthy for your body, because just eating isn't enough. You have to work your muscles to build your muscles, and so your body doesn't turn to goo. Sorry, I'm on a rampage now just because I've always been about self-esteem and positivity, but I feel like a lot of people think that it's just me, that this just worked for me, when if you put the effort in, you will see the results. And I'm telling you guys right now, if you're just you're not ready to start this journey, don't half-ass it, because at the end of the day, when you half-ass working out and diet and exercise, you will not lose the weight that you plan to. You will give up on yourself. In return, you will feel no diet works for you, so I might as well eat whatever I want anyways, and you will gain weight, and you will gain more weight that you started with, and you will get into this cycle of frustration and feeling like you can't do this, when I want all of you guys to know that you can lose this weight. But if you are not ready for this journey, don't put yourself through the mental stress and frustration of diet and exercise when you aren't ready for it. You need to take a good hard look at yourself in the mirror and go, am I ready to change my life? Because most of you who are watching my channel are not those that just need to lose 10, 15 pounds. They were like me. And you need to lose a substantial amount of weight. And I understand how scary it is to do a lifestyle change that is that drastic. It's like, how can I ever go to just living a normal life and having a normal body? That's all I wanted. I wanted to have a normal body. Never in a million years did I expect to have this amazing result. You can't see, as I do now. I never expected this to happen to me, but I gave this journey everything I had. I exercised, I put in the work, and that's why I got the results. If you are not willing to put in the work into this journey, you will not lose this weight. So you might as well, give up and give up this whole I'm going to attempt this. Once you're ready for this journey, you need to go, I'm going to do this. Starting today, I'm getting my life back. It's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy, but it's going to be so rewarding in the end. I'm going to feel so amazing about myself in the end. And I'm telling you guys now, because I have been struggling lately, and I'm not going to act like, it's this perfect journey. You're going to have your ups and downs. I have been struggling a lot lately. I have Oreos in the corner of my room. And you know what? These past couple weeks, because I went and visited my sister in Alaska and got to meet my new nephew, and I was just eating so bad because I felt so confident. I look like this now. I can eat whatever I want, and I stuffed myself, and I just felt puffy, and and it's not like I gained a couple pounds. Like, I gained probably like 10, 15 pounds, and now I'm just telling myself, you know what? It's time for me to take control of my life again and eat clean, and that's all I've been doing is eating super clean. When I'm hungry, I eat. But another thing, people say why they can't lose weight. I never get full. How can I live off of Fruit Loops and salad? I'm constantly hungry. You know what? That diet was not for everyone. I was filling myself with water constantly to feel full. But here's another test for you guys, because I used to always tell my mom, because once I'd get home, I'd eat and eat and eat and eat. And she'd give me, because my mom she was kind of the only person in the house that tried to eat somewhat healthily, so I loved chips. And so she'd say, okay, you have to eat this apple first, and then you get a bowl of chips. And then I'd be like, oh, Mom, I'm so hungry, because I wanted more chips. What can I say? I loved chips at the time. I'm a huge sweet tooth now, but at the time, it was anything salty and chips. And so she'd give me chips, and I'd go, Mom, I'm still hungry. And she'd give me an apple, and I'm like, I don't want an apple. I'm not hungry for an apple. The fact was, and then I'd eat the apple just so I can get more chips. And so I was thinking, okay, I had an apple, I'm healthy. However, you're eating. You're not, just because I had an apple doesn't make me lose weight. It's the fact that I was stuffing myself with chips, which is why I was 211 pounds. And so I test you guys. If you feel like you're the type of person, because some people can't exercise because their joints hurt or whatever, they feel, it's too dark out, they're tired at the end of the day, they have school, they have work. I've heard it all. And you know what? I also was working full time and went to school. So I don't buy those as excuses. If you aren't ready for this journey, that's fine. But anyways, here's the test I give you guys. If you guys are hungry and you've already had lunch and you're waiting for dinner, you've already had breakfast and you're waiting for lunch, pick up either a piece of fruit or a vegetable and eat it. If you're still hungry, have another. If you're still hungry, have another. Have as much of that until, you feel like you're satisfied. And people are like, well, fruit, that's sugar, that has calories. Well, your body needs glucose to the brain. So don't ever feel like if you have diabetes that you can't have fruit. You still need sugar in your diet, and fruit is the right type of sugar that your body needs to absorb. But I just dare you guys to do that journey or do that test, that you're just going to have that fruit or vegetable, because those are at least nutritious calories for you. And I'm telling you, after having 3 or 4 pieces of fruit or 3 or 4 pieces of vegetables, you're not going to want any more, and you're going to stop. And then you're going to start understanding what real hunger is and what's the difference between you're hungry for your favorite foods and actual hunger, because a lot of times we can't decipher the difference between them, and I've suffered from it too, so I understand the frustration from it, but it will at least help you understand your body and how it works. But also, I just want to tell you guys a quick tip. Don't combine fruits and vegetables, because it doesn't digest well together. So eat them separately. But if you're either gonna, you're hungry, either have more fruit or more vegetables. But don't mix them, because it won't be good for digestion. And we want our digestive tracts going in order to lose weight. You do not want to feel all fluffy and puffy. So I just wanted to make this video to show you guys who are struggling that you just need to do some tough love on yourself. You need to be honest with yourself and what you've been putting into your body at this point. You are not forced to look how you are right now. You can make a difference with what you look like, but you need to be willing to start this journey and to finish this journey. And don't make excuses for yourself. Every time that you make an excuse for yourself, it's just holding you back. And I'm telling you guys, as you lose this weight, you're not only shedding the pounds and the fat from your body, but you're shedding the stress and the pain that you've been through. And every time you lose a pound, it's an accomplishment, it's a goal. So don't feel discouraged or upset with yourself if you're not losing as much weight as you planned, because you are losing weight and everyone is going to struggle. It doesn't matter who you are, what your situation is, you can make a drastic lifestyle change and get your life back. So I hope this video helps you guys. I hope I'm not too harsh with those of you who have been, complaining. I just want you guys to have a wake-up call and really look at yourselves and, be ready to make this lifestyle change and not to make excuses, because the only way to be successful is to be honest with yourself and to be really ready with this journey. So I hope this helps you guys who just need that bit of encouragement to really just start your journey. Much love from Miss Pink Melts Away.